Howdy, bourbon fans, and welcome to another episode of Round the Barrel. Today we are discussing Jim Beam. And with me today we have a first-timer for our video.
Tracy McLemore, Whiskey University.
JR with the Whiskey and Rock podcast.
Scott Laughlin, Executive Bourbon Steward.
And gentlemen, today we are discussing the standard line of Jim Beam. So we're going to do white label, black, devil's cut, single barrel, and we have a very special pick at the very end that we're going to discuss. That is something that's going to be really unique and special. So I really am looking forward to getting some thoughts on that. I've had it. It's fantastic. So let's start out with a little bit of fact, as we like to do here at Round the Barrel. Jim Beam, first family of bourbon. I don't think there's any doubt about that. You can go to about any distillery, and there's going to be a Beam. So, yeah, laughing at the glasses or the Beam?
Laughing at the Beam.
Okay, good deal, because the glasses just make me feel old.
They are everywhere.
Yeah, so some people think Jim Beam, of course, they think the founder. That's not true. Jacob Beam is the founder of Jim Beam. That is who he is. He's an immigrant from Germany. Began distilling in 1795, just a little bit before our time, by a smidgen there. And we are going to start with the most popular bourbon in the world today, the Jim Beam White Label. Now, our pick in front of us is, and I did this just for you, is a 2021 Atlanta Braves National or World Championship bottle, but it is still Jim Beam White Label, and that one's not cracked, but etc. So, Jim Beam White Label, very, very common, obviously very widespread. You can get it anywhere. It is most popular sold bourbon in the entire world. So, real quick thoughts on the white label.
It's Jim Beam. You get the peanut.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, that's the telltale sign. At least if it's Beam or Heaven Hill, but
I think Beam for me stands out.
That's the yeast. But yeah, I get the peanut, and I automatically think first and foremost Jim Beam.
Yeah.
It's amazing, even at the white label, you get that.
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the,
See, I get it in a lot. It's just so much. I mean, so the white label is kind of where I expect to get it, of course. That's one of the lower proof editions of things which you're going to get. So when it comes to those distillery notes and flavors, I think that's kind of where you see them the most commonly is in those kinds of picks. So one really cool fact about Jim Beam, and we're just talking about since it's most popular and common, 700 barrels a day out of their Claremont distillery.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it is impressive. And if you ever go to Jim Beam, you can see how many their total barrels that they produce. They keep it on the wall as far as a running number and that kind of thing. It is super, super impressive. Hardest working still in bourbon. It's kind of their nickname on that one. If you've not been to the Claremont Distillery, actually where I met this dude.
Oh, fantastic
Yes,
facility.
it
I
is
mean, just
fantastic.
Quality through and through.
Right.
I like that place quite a bit.
A very thorough tour as well. They do a good job with that as well. So, and talk about things that are thorough. Whiskey and Rocks lately has been really good. I've been listening to every podcast that you guys release.
Yeah.
And we've previously talked about some things that you guys have done. What was your favorite podcast you've ever done with them?
Man. I think my personal favorite is probably the one we did with Found North. We had one of the owners on. Typically, we keep our episodes to 15, 20 minutes. We want it to be digestible, over a commute or something like that to work. I mean, he went on for an hour and was just. I mean, what they do, it's quickly become one of my favorite producers. Because they're not distilleries. They produce. They source all their barrels from Canada.
Yep.
It's all Canadian whiskey.
I believe is it Alberta Distillery?
I think they said there's 6 or 7 distilleries that they source from. But it's all older, ultra age type stuff. And I mean, the stuff they're putting out, the blending that they do, the finishing that they do is incredible. And that was just a fun time to get to know more about what they're doing, get to know more about his and his brother's story, how they got into it. And so that's always been a favorite episode of mine.
Cool. Well, if you've not listened to the Whiskey and Rocks podcast, You have to. I mean, it's outstanding. They do an amazing job. We actually hope to have your co-host
Yeah,
there.
D-Rock.
We
Yeah,
got to get him on one of these
I think
videos
he's-
soon. So
I think we're working on that right now.
we are working on that right now, and so I'm excited to have him on when he's ready and can make it happen
Yeah.
schedule wise. So I actually had the Found North 118 in a blind pick here, like where we did some higher end stuff, and it won.
Yeah.
Like it beat out things that people go spend thousands of dollars on, and just I was stunned when it won from the people that were there. But it did, and I will tell you. So if you've not had Found North, I say that's definitely one to choose to pick up on. Another one we're going to pick up on is the Jim Beam Black, which they just did put an age statement
Yeah.
That's right.
on the label here in the last 6 months or so. They have gone from the traditional Jim Beam Black label, which is the same label that you see the Jim Beam label on a lot of things, to this special label that has the age statement on it. We're not doing a side-by-side in this particular video in those two bottles, but I will tell you that I have done it personally and actually think this is better.
This 7-year is tasty.
It is good.
You can taste the age.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
I mean, I really the white label is great for just a
Oh,
bottom
yeah.
shelfer.
Oh,
Just, something easy to sip on, but there's some nice complexity that comes through in this one that you don't get in that white label.
I get citrus on this, and I like that.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, I get a little citrus in it. So, speaking of, really quickly, so now this is your first video with us. So Tracy, I met you because you were assigned to me on the founders section of the Whiskey University,
Right.
and now you have skyrocketed past that. And now, what's your role on this thing?
Well, I'm the national chairman for the Founders Committee. We write stories about, and MJ's been a big contributor. We write stories about the founders, for instance, Jim Beam, or any of the founders. We have over 300 stories, so check that out. If anybody wants to have a good read about somebody in Tennessee whiskey or bourbon or even Canadian whiskey, some good stories on there. And so yeah, I'm sort of responsible for editing and writing, and it's a lot of fun. I love
It is the most popular part of our website. So whiskeyunf.com, the founders section. I looked at it as recently as this morning, and there are literally hundreds of people that are on there that are articles about them. I reference them in these videos all the time. I actually headed up the Southeast myself for a long period of time before stepping aside to do the media relations and some of the other stuff that I'm doing with the university now. But Black Label, I mean, everybody's approval. I mean, this is, I mean, the 7-year statement is fantastic, and I've really been pleased with it. I was kind of like, yeah, I really like the classic Jim Beam label, and then I was like, okay, yeah, this is good.
And what's it run? What's the price on
Oh,
that?
like $21.90,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
$20.99.
All
It's
day.
so worth it.
Yeah,
All day.
Yeah,
I was
but
going to say, the white label is great for old fashioned.
everything that we have on the table.
Throw the black label in.
Yeah, exactly.
I think everything on the table is. I mean, the single barrel's what, 27, 20,
Single barrel
something like that.
up to 35.
35. Okay,
Yeah.
so but that's even still like 35.
But even at 35.
And that's the most
Still.
expensive thing on the table.
yeah.
So, and speaking of things that I think are great, my favorite one in the standard Jim Beam line is this one, which the Devil's Cut, which when they announced this and started doing this, they had that video series or the commercial series with Mila Kunis, which,
Yeah. Yep. Memorable.
yeah, yeah, she's good looking, and she did a great job with the series. Like the commercials were just like outstanding in the way she presented it. So Jim Beam, kudos for those; they were awesome. And not only is it commercials were good, this is outstanding. This is a special procedure that they use, a process that they use. It is, I don't know if it's patented or not. I think it might be, but basically, they steam out the bourbon that gets into the wood. So.
This is my favorite of the Jim Beam line. This is just amazing. It has a quick finish. It dies off quickly, but I kind of like that. I don't need a long.
Just
finish.
makes you drink more.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It packs a ton of flavor.
it does.
Yeah.
And for me, and I have such an acuteness to the woody notes that I get in bourbons and things like. So I love wood grains in the bourbons. To me, those are, I really enjoy those bourbons that have those, and this has it for sure.
Yeah.
Stands out in it.
I was getting a nice bit of oak on the finish of the 7-year, and I think this Devil's Cut takes the oak just to another level.
Yeah.
but not in a stringent way. I mean, it's very
No,
approachable.
and very easily drinkable.
Yeah.
I mean this, and I could see this even. I would almost like
This
it's
is what,
not.
95 proof. This is
I don't think it's that.
kind of a lower proof one too.
Yeah, I didn't think it's that. I'm yeah, can you see that? 'Cause, I mean, 90. You're right.
90.
Good call.
I mean, I've got like, soft fruit note on this too. Like it's this is quality.
Yeah, I mean, and they do it. It's just a good product. So it was a great idea. I love how they did it. They presented it well. The notes that come through in it are amazing. I mean, and I have loved this since it came out. I don't know that it stands up in a cocktail as well because it is very subtle. Like it's not like it isn't
You'd
something
have
that's
to
going
base
to
it
bowl
around-
you
Yeah,
over.
there-
right?
there's no-
It would have to be pretty dominant in a cocktail.
You gotta base the other ingredients around that.
Yeah.
for sure.
But I think that's really kind of maybe the approach of their standard line is,
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have the double look. We talk about the double look in a different video. But they're all really easy drinkers. They're all very approachable, and the price points are just perfect. There's a reason why Jim Beam is Jim Beam.
Yeah.
And of course the story on, that they had it in, I can't remember what those packs they give the military guys when they go overseas, but there was always Jim Beam in those, and that was kind of one of the things that the military guys in World War II always had was Jim Beam available to them, and that's one of the reasons why when those guys came back, they started singing out Jim Beam, and that's how they got to where they are. But obviously, I love Jim Beam. Guys, if you want to send some coupons for your gift shop, I would love that because every time I walk in that place, my credit card shivers, and I don't like that at all. But it doesn't matter. I mean, I love that. I have every Booker's, of course, back to like 2019 or even better, for a couple further back than that. Big fan. So again, I love what they're doing. So the Jim Beam single barrel.
No,
So
this one's my favorite.
this is their standard single barrel, which and we were talking about this before this. How do they get so much consistency in a single barrel
Yeah.
and the same proof? Like I get how they do it, but like it's just remarkable that it is as consistent as it is. You can pick it up, and it's just the same. You guarantee you know what you're going to get.
This is one that gets thrown in the blinds frequently with friends of when we go to the store
Yeah.
sometimes some of the guys at the store will throw it in there just to mess with us, and because you forget how good this really is,
Yeah.
especially for a $35 pour.
Like a liquid marshmallow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yep.
outstanding.
I nailed it on that one.
Yeah,
That's a good note.
liquid marshmallow. That is good. Mm-hmm. You hold on to that little nugget. You can reuse that one.
Like to me, where the others were very easygoing, very approachable. I hate to use the word smooth, but that's
But it is.
They are.
Yeah.
This one has just a little bit of spice that kind of that I really like.
Right.
That kind of
Yeah.
just kind of
Very end.
takes it up a little bit, and I really appreciate that.
I feel like we're getting into like Knob Creek range
Yeah.
with that one. Little
See,
more
and that's my
bold,
least favorite.
little more.
Knob Creek. I'm not a huge Knob Creek guy. I mean, you have to get to the upper age statements for I really like it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Oh, I am very excited that they finally have stopped capping the proof at 120 and actually
going
doing
above.
cast strength,
I haven't
whatever,
had any
wherever
of
it
those.
may
You know how many
lie.
samples I've seen of that are under 120?
Yes,
exactly.
Yeah. But like,
Exactly.
so they did the 100.
I'm very excited about that.
But they're
Is
good.
that-
I've had several. They're good.
I've
See, and I haven't
had
had anything like that.
I've had
None of
Knob
those.
Creek store picks that would rival GTS, and I have blinded
Oh, that's
and I have
a bold
blinded
statement.
people on that.
Because they used to send the samples out at cast strength,
Yes,
and then they would proof it down, and those cast strength samples were outrageous.
don't sleep on Knob
Do me a
Creek.
favor.
Yeah.
We're gonna blind that for me. At some point.
Well, I drank that one.
I
I don't have that one anymore.
I guess we won't.
If I find it again, I'll bring it
Yeah.
over.
If you come across something, because I like most of the Jim Beam line, of pretty much anything that they do.
Yeah.
From the Hardens Creeks and the high end stuff like the Lineage and the et cetera, to the white label. But Knob Creek is the one that it's just never for me. It just hasn't. Like I can't. I mean, and I'm sitting here looking and go, oh, you only own 9 bottles of it. But somehow it missed you. But yeah, I have not.
I'm right there with you. Knob Creek's just not my favorite. It's great. It's good. I don't have anything against it, but there's better in my opinion. So I agree with you totally.
Well, moving on to another. So we have, so like I promised, and I'm a man of my word. When I promise something, it happens. So we have a special pick. It is literally pick. It's not on the table. So this is something, and I don't know if this is something we can show on screen. So this is a single barrel pick. I got this at a restaurant in Kentucky, and I can't remember the name of the restaurant, but the pick is the Bluegrass Hospitality Group. I know where it's at because we go. My wife loves this place, and we literally go up there every time we're in Lexington, and we will be up there for a hockey tournament in January, and I look forward to going there again. The food is amazing. The picks are good, and I bought this pick there, and it's in the old single barrel bottle. That I don't think they sell any longer. I think this, and it's even still got the the chain with the So like this thing's from a few years ago. Let's just say that because I can't. I wonder if I could actually see it with the glasses. Age sucks. It does not give a year on it, but I mean, it's been 4 or 5 years since Angie and I picked this barrel or this bottle up. But it is the unapologetic and independent spirit made for those who take their bourbon seriously. It is a 95 proof single barrel from them in their old bottle. So let's, I'm curious of some thoughts of this. And this is a special thing. So if you find some of these single barrel picks of Jim Beam, they are usually really, really good. This one I don't think is an exception. I brought this one out because I wanted these gentlemen's opinion on it. I respect the opinions of the table here, and I'd like to know what you guys think about it. And I think I paid like $45 for it. It wasn't crazy.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And see, to me, I get classic Jim Beam, but cleaner. It's almost got like a crisp peanut note to it. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah. I'm trying to maybe I don't know how to.
To be honest, I think it's pretty consistent with the other single barrel.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was about to say it tastes a lot like the Devil's Cut to me. It's got a little more bite, a little peppery, but it's very good. Very good.
Yeah, I really like it.
You think it's more the single barrel?
To me, I think it tracks with the single barrel. I think it's maybe a little lower proof than the single barrel that they produce now.
Like 10 something.
Yeah, but it might have maybe a little more of the caramel coming through on the palate, but other than that, I think it's straight up Jim Beam. Yeah, solid. You get a little bit of that peppery spiciness, right, that I got in the single barrel that I didn't get in the other three.
We were up there doing some distillery picks, or doing some distillery visits and things, and seeing some people, and we were looking for a restaurant on a Friday night or Saturday night. I can't remember which even night it was, and my wife likes to fine dine, and we were at this restaurant, and I said, "Hey, you guys have a single barrel Jack Daniel's pick?" And I said, "Hey, can we try that?" And he goes, "Yeah, you can actually buy the bottle for $45, or the pour for like $12." And I went, "Well, that's a no-brainer. Just give me the damn bottle." And he did, and I've been very, very happy with that. So, guys,
hang on here. I'm gonna give a hot take here. A little. I'm not getting at all what the other single barrel was.
Nice.
I would say that this has a more floral and herbal note. What I generally would call like potpourri, except that I believe the correct note on that is perfumey.
I can see that.
You are. Okay, so, and I will tell you, this is a guy whose palate I respect extremely. I mean, he's got a good one. So for you to tell me there's a differentiation,
I'm getting a big difference in flavor, and I'm not upset about that. I think this is very uncharacteristic of Beam. I am getting the peanut note.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
It's there.
That is very much there, but this is very soft. This is very floral. This is almost reminiscent of like a Four Roses type of floral and herbal. I don't know. I got a little something different.
Okay. See, just a reason to try the Jack Daniel or the Jim Beam single barrels when you run across them. I was impressed with this one, and the price was great. So,
Oh yeah, it's not a bad bottle by any stretch. I mean, it's really good.
And also, can we stop doing wax and bring the bling back?
Yes.
That please. I'm so tired of wax.
Especially Jim Beam wax. Those knob creaks can be almost
oh gosh, some of that. I literally chiseled into one once. I've got a bottle back there from when they first released it at 115 proof, which if that tells anybody anything how old that one is. And like had to chisel into the thing practically because the wax hardens over time, and when it lasts for years and you've not cracked it, oh my goodness, they're just.
I think the only one worse is Rare Character.
I have cut myself. Oh my!
You gotta get heavy duty equipment to open those bottles.
It's bad when Rare Character sells its own wax cutter.
Yes.
to open their bottles.
And with that said,
I love Rare Character. I'm not.
Last Christmas, do you remember the short barrel?
Buffalo Trace.
Was it a short barrel or Buffalo Trace bottle?
It was a homebrew Buffalo Trace.
Oh
and
my
honey
gosh!
And Amberana, and he dunked that thing and he didn't bring it up for air for at least a minute.
It was.
We heated up the knife and still
it was. That was the hardest. Wow. And like I get the wax thing, it's great. I think it's a good look on the bottle.
Stop it.
But yeah, I'm kind of the other proponent. Like if we're not makers and you don't have it down just great like they do. If they do, like there's a reason.
Or have a stronger pull tag so that you can at least get it with the tag.
My wife did a dip recently, and we did this thing, and it was a special place, and we were at Sugarlands, and we were doing the Roaming Man Extreme experience there, and you get to dip your own bottle there and engrave it and whatnot. So we did. It's our 15th anniversary this week, so she had done a 15th anniversary bottle, and it was the first dip of the day. It's not their fault, obviously. It was just the first dip of the day, and wax hadn't quite warmed up. And it was like a bowl. So we haven't cracked that one yet. I was planning on cracking that this week for I can't believe some wonderful woman has been married to me for 15 years, which is shocking in itself. But I've cut myself recently on one wax trying to get into it. So, and I have a feeling I might do it on this one too. So I'm going to crack that one for
While we're at it, we can do away with natural corks that break off in the bottle. Let's do with.
Well, I think you're seeing less of those, but. Again, if you've enjoyed this video and the conversation around it, guys, as I have, and Jim Beam, obviously, just keep doing what you're doing. You guys know what you're doing.
Absolutely.
It's fantastic. The distillery's great. Never have a bad visit. Thank you for all you do. To their employee that went in the back room to bring me out one of my barrel heads, thank you. I can't remember your name. I think it was Alan, but don't quote me. But guys, like, subscribe to the video, leave us comments. I really want to know. I mean, again, this we've not been doing this long, so we're kind of still feeling some things out, and would love to have some comments on the video. But the subscribe, obviously, a big thing. We release a new video every 2 weeks, as we will have this one out on a Monday at some point in time. And guys, thank you for joining us.